gets inside of those lines and it sticks to a little bit more. So now I'm going to, hopefully we're not going to get anything on anybody. We're just going to toss this sauce here.
You're good, Buzz.
Yeah.
I think he's had some practice.
A little bit, just a little bit.
I'm doing it 2 hands and I shouldn't be. I've done this like a million times. but I want to make sure I don't get any.
That's right.
We don't want to
get it on me.
Yeah, we don't want to wear any today. I want you to invite me back again.
Okay.
And now we're just going to bring this up to temp. And Mike, if you do me a favor, if you go ahead and chop those green onions for me, we're going to use that for a little bit of garnish.
And you know the sauce gets incorporated inside the pasta too.
Absolutely. And if you watch it, it's still kind of a little bit loose, but if you watch it, the longer that sits in there, and it's not going to, because it's cooking down in it, but the pasta will actually start absorbing some of that flavor.
Buzz, that looks delicious.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a quick and easy dish too.
Yeah,
especially if you've got that sauce already.
If the reduction
already done.
If that's half the battle. It takes when I should say that, it doesn't really take about 10 minutes to make the reduction, but if you're making 50 of them, that's 500 minutes. So now
in the restaurant, you have to do that.
Right.
Folks want to eat in a hurry.
Now we're just going to take a little bit of that, we're going to lay it out like that, and I'm really not fibbing. I'm really not fibbing.
That's what you get?
Yes, ma'am. That's our dinner portion.
You get that much at the restaurant?
Yes, ma'am. That's the exact size plate that we use, and that's what you get when you come to Triggers.
Okay, but folks need to save room for the cheesecake.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, I want to say, we were talking about our smaller portions. We do have a bow bridge pasta, which is the same. Instead of the crawfish, we do scallops, and it's a smaller portion in case somebody who's not able to finish that. But
and wants the cheesecake.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that looks great, gentlemen. I can't wait to see our third recipe, which is a special sandwich.
Yeah, we're going to do a trigger Reuben, a blackened trigger Reuben, which is kind of unique.
It is. I can't wait.
Yep.
All right, we'll start that right after this.
When just one average home switches their non-gas water heater to natural gas, it removes 3,000 plus pounds of carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, from the atmosphere every year. So, how much is that? About this much. So when you switch to a natural gas water heater, that's one less rhino's worth of CO2 in the sky.
ESP Natural Gas, the cleaner, greener choice, naturally. For rebate information, visit espnaturalgas.com.
What carbon footprint are you leaving for your children? When just one average household switches their non-gas water heater to natural gas, it removes about 3,000 pounds of carbon dioxide from the air every year. 3,000 pounds of carbon dioxide per household. Gone every year. Do it for them. ESP Natural Gas, the cleaner, greener choice, naturally. For rebate information, visit espnaturalgas.com.
Our trigger Reuben is next.
Yes, it is. Actually, on our recipe that I submitted to you, we had a snapper Reuben, but as I told you in our beginning of the show, that we decided to bring triggerfish in because obviously we are named Triggers, and whenever I can get it, I get it in, but it's not that often, so I just wanted to do something a little special again today.
All right.
And how it's prepared is basically, well, it's kind of like a regular Reuben sandwich, but it's going to be blackened triggerfish, and then instead of the, well, what's the name of that stuff? Sauerkraut. Thank you, Mike. We're going to use coleslaw, and instead of the Russian dressing or Thousand Island, we're going to use a remoulade sauce.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
So, Mike, if you want to get started on that, we're going to get that blackened first.
Got a nice piece of trigger here. This is our homemade blackened season. We make this in-house. It is not just something you can take out of the container. As you can see, it's got a lot of herbs in it.
It's a beautiful color, too.
It's going to be really nice.
Very nice. Of course, you've got your cast iron skillet.
Very hot, of course.
Only way to blacken.
Yes.
Cast iron skillet. I'm going to stand back, Mike, because I've learned over the years to stand back certain times.
I'll let that oil get up to temp for 1 second.
Okay. Now, this is the lunch special.
Yes, it is.
At Triggers.
Yes, it is. We run about 2 to 3 lunch specials every day. We have one that's designated for each day, Monday through Friday. Then we do a seafood basket special every day.
Okay.
And then we do a third special, sometimes fourth special every day. And this would be one of them. We do like a blackened fish with a sauce, or we'll do the Reuben, or sometimes we do a grouper Reuben, which would be fried, but with the same application here as with the rye bread and all that.
I'll put this trigger in the hot pan here. That's perfect.
I've always said blackening is a big mistake that turned out well.
Yeah, yeah. I've never heard that expression, but yeah, it sounds like
really, you know, it's just burning something just about, or charring it, and it turned out great.
Yeah, I burnt the heck out of it, but it sure tastes good, huh?
Tastes good. It sure does.
Now we're going to let this pan get a little warm, but basically it's just a traditional Reuben, the start of it. Just some rye bread. We've buttered on one side. Then we're going to put some Swiss cheese on each side.
This is such an unusual take on it, and I love that, when you can just change up a few ingredients to a basic, popular dish and make it really different.
Yeah, it just makes it different. I mean, everybody, you can go to those places and get a hamburger, you can go to places and get an oyster po' boy. So you really got to do different things just to get the crowd in there. Just as like if you had a clothing shop, if everybody had the same clothes,
right?
You know, everybody could get whatever they wanted at wherever they wanted to get it at. Where if you have these different things, well, no one's going to be able to get that penne and a blackened snapper Reuben and so on in the same place.
Perfect. And I like the use of remoulade sauce on this.
Yeah, it
brings
gives
to the seafood, doesn't it?
It gives a little more kick to it. It gives a little bit, just a different flavor profile in that Thousand Island. Thousand Island to me is kind of really a little too mayonnaisey for this process.
And we have got the recipes for that on our website.
Yes, we do for the remoulade sauce and for the coleslaw. And I've just added the coleslaw to the bread. You want to make sure you put your cheese first so that you don't get your bread really soggy. Otherwise, it'll get soggy.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Okay. And it'll melt probably quicker like that.
Put a little weight on it, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and flip this, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for warning me. Look at, that's beautiful, bud.
Good job, Mike.
Look at that. Now, you were telling me about a special gas appliance you just had installed.
Oh, I sure did. I had one of your tankless hot water heaters put in, gosh, I think October of last year. And is actually the best thing since sliced bread. My son,
everyone says that who has one.
My son can take a shower, I take a shower, hot water, in the washing machine, the dishwasher's running, and it's 110, 115 degrees in every application.
And you virtually never run out of hot water.
No. It's been awesome. It really has. And another good part about it is I save about 1/3 on my gas bill.
Oh, and
that never hurts.
And we've got great rebates for this appliance, so if anyone's interested, you can just call ESP. We'll have that number for you in just a moment. And another thing is it takes up no space in your home.
Yeah, I've got about another 5 feet in my garage now because the hot water heater's not on that pedestal
anymore.
It's actually
on the outside.
Yep.
It's a wonderful space saver.
Yeah, great idea. Whoever came up with it should be applauded.
Yeah. Well, they've had them in Europe for a long time, and they're catching on here now. So we look for those old tank water heaters to be obsolete very soon.
I can imagine what they would be because it's just such a neat idea that it's just great. And if you can save any kind of energy, any kind of fuel like that, it's a good idea as well.
Very, very energy efficient. Very nice. Back to our grouper, our trigger here.
Almost ready. I don't want to pull it out. She's hungry about another.
It looks wonderful. Okay, while this finishes up, gentlemen, I'm going to give everyone our telephone number, and you'll also want to make sure that you take advantage of the coupon from Triggers on the fried cheesecake for a limited time. You can visit our website for the recipes at www.coastalcooking.com or call ESP at 436-5050.
All right. Well, our bread's been toasted, and Mike's just about done there with that blackening.
Looks great.
And I'll hand that over to you, Mike, so we don't have any flying fish going on over here.
It is fresh, so you never know. All right.
I like what Jim Shirley's saying, the fish is so fresh it'll slap you.
That's right.
And we're going to have to do this quick, but we're just going to place that right over the top, which you probably couldn't see because I was hiding behind that pan.
What a sandwich.
Yes, it is. And
that looks fabulous.
Here, Mike, I'll slide that over to you. If you
Let's slice it. I want everyone to see how that trigger looks.
Well, Carmel, I want to thank you again for inviting us out here. It's always fun. I have a great time out here.
We always enjoy you guys, and of course you always bring such great recipes and great dishes to share with all of our viewers.
Thank you.
And we do hope our viewers will go if they want to make these at home. We'll have the recipes on our website. Better yet.
Yeah, make it easy on yourself.
Let Buzz and Mike do it for you.
Let us do it for you.
Yes, and be sure and visit for breakfast. I think that's such a neat idea to come out and try some of your special breakfast dishes that are sound very unusual. I rarely get out to the west side, but you know, that's worth a special trip.
Just a cheesecake alone is worth it.
Well, I'm definitely going for the cheesecake, and I hope other people do too, because it is very, very special. Just delicious.
Thank you.
It's absolutely wonderful. Thank you, gentlemen, for being my guests, and we hope you'll come back.
We sure will.
All right. Thank you, Mike, for joining us
enjoyed
today.
it. Thank you.
All right, and we'll see you again next time with more Coastal Cooking.
Viking appliances and culinary accessories for Coastal Cooking were provided by Distinctive Kitchens, your culinary lifestyle center. This has been Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking is brought to you by Energy Services of Pensacola. Join us each Sunday at 6 p.m. for more Coastal Cooking.